Welcome back to Splatterhouse 3D. We finally got David! And Jess is stuck in a closet somewhere. So all that's left for us now, we are in control of the situation, is to put everybody out. Endless fatigue and endless hunger. Both sensations wash over you as you watch the Doctor's secret playground implode, swallowed by the primal void where the terror deity dwells. It is leaving this universe for another at long last, and it's taking them with Jenny, David, snacks for the road. The jerk thanks? The jerk thinks it's foolish avatar. No, thanks. It is actually thanks. Thanks its foolish avatar with a malignant laugh. Your scream drowns it out as you leap into the void after your family. So with all said and done, the terror deity, that which is behind the mask, decided to just eat everyone up. So let's show this terror deity what's up. One secret, 155 enemies. This is the grand finale. Once we've done this, we've freed our wife and child from the mess and we can go home. After all, at this point, Mueller and West are dead. And if we can stop this terror deity, then they won't have a way to bother us anymore. After all, the only reason they came back in the first place to bother us is because the mask was upset that we had shunned it. Okay, we got the ladies. Not sure. I saw the other one somewhere. Got her. Okay, cool. Nope, there's still two more. God dang it. Okay, we good? Either of you want to try doing something, or are you just going to float around awkwardly? I think the answer is float around awkwardly. So one thing I've never understood, because Splatterhouse 3 did this as well, where you have to effectively fight against the mask. And the one thing I've never understood is you're wearing the mask. How are you fighting against the mask? And I think the idea, especially in 3D, is that once you've been brought into the terror deity's realm, you're effectively manifesting your own mask. Okay, good. I don't have to go through a friggin' side map just to get back. And in turn, it becomes a battle of will. Rick just being unbelievably angry and vengeful at this point. Okay, so our options here are kind of a cool symbol. Did I hear something? Okay, so there are 3 teleporters, the door, which loops back around here where there's a switch. So we gotta go through the 3 teleporters. How have we only killed 24 enemies? That is hard to believe. Okay, what do you got for me? We're back in our mansion. The switch is gone for the secret. The door does not open. I feel like we're going to be fighting a bear in here, though. And that does not make me feel good. I'm gonna feel a lot better about these bears sitting around everywhere as soon as I realize, or as soon as I figure out the specific mechanics of how they work. Yeah, I'm not going that way. Okay, I guess I'm going that way. So what's the story here? Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Saw the ceiling. I wonder what happens if I hit any of the bears not on the platform. Okay, so you just die if you make a wrong step. Oh, you can't actually knock over the ones. Probably because they're actual dudes. Here's a thought. 155 enemies. 184 enemies. Okay, so they don't count as enemies. Oh, that went easy. For once. Alright, 1 down. Unless there's a secret hidden in there. Got that secret off the edge of the map over there that I saw. Got the blue key out of it. Oh, 101 secret. That was literally the only secret. I couldn't remember. I thought there was like 4 secrets. Given that that's the case, and that the secret is here, and that there were no enemies in there to effectively kill, I would not be surprised. Yeah, they block off the ones that you've been through. Good deal, good deal. Now I know which one I've been through, and we can move forward to the next round. Okay, remember this. We are... We are outside of... I want to say this is Mueller's mansion. Is it Mueller's mansion? Holy heck! Such a narrow passage, too. Okay, that was like 180 enemies. Got it. We did it. Took minimal damage, but I used up a lot of ammo. The game can still technically spawn enemies in, so we can't really use that as an indication. Back here. Okay, got the ladies again. You're right here. I hit you. I just collided against you. Okay. Not bad. See, I was thinking the plasma rifle would like pierce through the enemies, which is why I started using that. I'm not actually sure, though, which is why I swapped over to the shotgun. Like, they gave you shells right there. So, I figured that may have been the intention. Okay, so that was... I recognized the first 2 areas. Recognize the first 2 areas. I do not immediately recognize this. Yeah, that's only 8 enemies remain. But again, those are pre-placed enemies. They can spawn stuff in. They can spawn stuff in via cutscene. Not even like, oh, and there's an enemy spawner or something. Like, there are a number of those enemies that never counted as enemies. Like, recall the one that, when we found Jenny in the, place. You know, the place. Had the bushes in it. In like the courtyard area with that monster kind of like leaning over. That monster didn't count as a monster until it woke up. I see another doctor down that way. No, that's not a doctor. Ah, we gotta fight the friggin'... Oh, I only have 7 shells left. I have, like, no ammo. I don't want to fight this thing with no ammo. Oh, it just died. I don't know how much I like the wailing of 1,000 lost souls there, though. Hey, good, good. That means I get to have a whack at you first. Let's go! At full health, I just got no ammo for anything. Why do I have no ammo? I mean, I've got a bunch of mask ammo, I guess. What is this? I feel like this should be something. Probably something later. I mean, we got the only secret. So it's not a secret. So it's either a non-secret... secret... Oh, what the crap, really? Get me back up top. Later, nerd! Is he dead? Ah, he's back. I wanted to try. It's a really bad idea to try to kill him that way, but I have, like, no ammo. I still feel like I kind of had a chance, but I kept, like, I don't know, falling off there and stupid crap. If I bring him down here, I'll have better luck. Alright, all out of shells. Where did all my ammo go? I swear, even after I killed that, like, that army of dudes coming out of the building, I swear I still had ammo left. It's just all mask ammo, but even then, I feel like I should have more. Yeah, that's opening that, as expected. Oh, I was not expecting another switch, though. Ah, the tree. The tree dropped out, you know, the corpse tree? Like, with all the corpses? That tree? Yeah, that tree. Oh, hi. Dang it. Okay, what's next? Ah, great dogs. I love the way their head flies to the left when I hit them, which I like specifically because I'm strafing to the left, so it looks like I just kind of go whack with them as I'm passing by. Well, I'm going to take this real quick opportunity. Okay. I don't want you guys around the middle. You're going to be hard to hit. Can I, like, lure you all out here so I can circle strafe you out here? At the edge of the map. I'd rather not, really. Where do you spawn? What the crap? Pretty good homing projectiles you got there, friendo. Grab some health back real quick. He does have a pain animation, which is nice because I can tell I'm actually hitting him. I'd rather not, really. Yeah! Really? I missed a kill somewhere? I don't even care. I kind of care. What could it have been? Did it again. Turns out I think the mask floating in the air counts as an enemy. But it's not like a killable entity. So you can't actually defeat it. Kind of like how, the Icon of Sin is actually several different entities. Like, there's Romero's head that you actually kill, but then there's also, like, the monster spawner is a separate entity. So imagine if the Icon of Sin, for example, counted as two entities. Romero's head was a kill, and then the monster spawner was a kill, but you can't kill a monster spawner. Think of it like that. But we did it! Yeah, we beat that mask up! I liked that. We actually just friggin'... The spirit of the mask came down. And we fought the friggin' spirit of the mask itself. That's good stuff. This wasn't, like, super hard either. Like, I was hurting for ammo, but there was an amount of ammo strewn around that last arena, but you could also just bat down, like, everything in there. You awaken with a start in the garden, soaked by the rain, the mad shriek of the dying god ringing in your ears. Jenny lies beside you in the grass like Sleeping Beauty. She holds David tenderly in her arms as they enjoy a deep, dreamless sleep. The nightmare is finally over. You let them sleep as you stand to meet the approaching police sirens, unsure how to explain your missing guests. Still, while your family is safe from the terror god, other evils still lurk in the dark corners of the earth. I don't think I can advance it from here. So this is the image that comes up, I think, when you beat Splatterhouse 3. Because 3 actually took a more realistic approach to, like, the art style and stuff, so you got, like, a realistic depiction of Jenny. As far as Splatterhouse 3D go, wow, that's going to be something to explain. Hopefully the space-time distortions around the mansion brought it down to a reasonably normal size. And let's also hope that maybe all the gore and dead bodies aren't there anymore, and, you know, flesh walls. Let's just hope that, like, the mansion is normal and there's just missing people. Which is a lot easier to explain. Or at least feign ignorance. So Splatterhouse 3D. This is super fun. This has been super fun, super enjoyable, especially as a fan of Splatterhouse. I have mentioned I'm a bigger fan of the original 2 Splatterhouses, not so much 3, not so much 2010, and I believe the author of the mod kind of feels similarly. But this has been super fun. I think the level design has been good. I think the enemies have all been really well designed. None of them, not one enemy felt like, oh no, I don't want to have to fight that. That at least didn't intend to make you feel that way. Like, I don't know, friggin' Spider Boss used 3 of them throughout the entire, full-grown ones, throughout the entire game. I'm relatively sure the intention is that you see those and go, oh no. But it has been a real good time. I think the level design has been really good. I think, like, the aesthetics of the levels were really, really good. They really set you in a place. You understood what was going on, what things were, how you were moving around in them. I feel like the conveyance to actually point you in the right direction, let you know where you need to go, what needs to be done, was also really good. There were a choice few places that I did kind of get stuck and go, man, I'm not actually sure what to do next, and I had to scour for a while. But they were few and far between. Just a small handful. And not even then, none of the fights ever felt overwhelming. Nothing felt like, oh, wow, that was a rough fight. That was way harder than it had any right to be. Like, I never got that feeling. It still felt like there was an appropriate degree of escalation over the course of the series, though. So it didn't just feel like I'm doing the same thing the entire time. Like, it... Overall, I think it was really well put together. The biggest complaints that I have are that they locked you out of secrets sometimes. Locked you in an arena or something at the end of the level. And which I can understand the desire to lock you in an arena or something at the end of the level. it adds that escalation. It traps you in with the boss, so you gotta fight your way out at the very end. But especially when you don't really know when you're going to get locked into that arena, it's just nice to give the player a way back out. Yeah, I can't really think of much else. Graphically, I think all the enemies looked amazing. I think they were really good takes on the existing enemies. Or the existing enemies in Splatterhouse. What with the slime guys and the screaming memes and all of that. I think they were all really well sprited. They looked really good. Friggin' Bagman. Some enemies I didn't especially recognize. Like, I don't know where that dog guy is from. Like, the closest thing I can think to is the flesh ball from the end of Splatterhouse 2, but I know that's not it. But maybe, like, part of it was repurposed? I'm not sure. Maybe it's something I'm not remembering. Maybe it was something from Splatterhouse 3, because that enemy only appeared in Chapter 3, and I am, admittedly, less familiar with Splatterhouse 3. Like, I'm trying to think if anything stands out to me. I think the sprite for Mueller in Chapter 2, where you saw her standing there in, like, the robe or whatever, I think she had a really big head. I would maybe proportion her a little more realistically. Maybe closer to, like, Jennifer's sprite or something. But that's, like, the most minuscule of complaints, really. Oh, and then there's that teleporter that didn't work, too. And that wall I jumped through. But anyway, very small notes. It'd probably take all of a minute and a half to fix the two, like, objective flaws, and that's that. Anyway, one last thing that I would like to do is the game is distributed with a PDF instruction manual. I mentioned this in, like, video 1, but it's actually really neatly put together. So you have this kind of the title. This is the story that I read at the very beginning, going through the first 2 pages, and even goes over the weapons, and you get this real neat little excerpt from the Journal of Dr. West. I have begun to notice strange things in the woods and have become uneasy. Today I cataloged all potential weapons in the house. Not very impressive, I'm afraid. At times like these, I wish I had shown a keener interest in hunting. And then actually gives a description of the various weapons that you can collect. I also think that we never really heard from West in the games. And in the original Splatterhouse 1 and 2, you had no idea what was going on with West. Like, I think West was only introduced in the Western release. And the original version, it was just called Splatterhouse. It was a horrible house. Like, whatever, go have fun. But I find it interesting that you get a degree of personality out of West from the item descriptions and the excerpts here. And West doesn't necessarily seem like evil or anything. Actually seems like a reasonably normal person who's dealing with these atrocities in the same vein that... Well, maybe not in the same vein that you are. But, like, understands that they're around the mansion now and a threat. And is even, like, preparing himself to have to fight them off. I feel like for all of... So it's hard to tell, like, what exactly was happening and what was being done by the Mask and what was being done by West. Because it is still clear, especially when you go down here. I'm not going to read all of these, but if you can zoom in real tiny, I don't know if you're going to be able to zoom in on these. I don't know if you're going to be able to read these in the upload. But I kind of get the impression that West was perhaps conducting some unethical experiments, but he wasn't like a horrid monster or anything. Which leads me to really wonder how much was the masks doing and how much was West's doing. Oh, I kept calling this thing up the baby. A baby, whatever. And, like, I think that's just because it's called Devil Baby here. Oh, the eating machine. The Yuggoth. Oh, that's a Lovecraftian name. Oh, they even name drop the Necronomicon. I wonder if they'd do anywhere else. Because that's straight up, yeah, we're bringing Lovecraft into this. Oh, here we are. Yeah, these guys. As I have occasionally seen them carrying firearms. And then some credits here at the end. So there's that. One very last thing that I wanted to showcase. And that's that I wanted to come back here. Because I think this is one of the neatest, unique bosses added to the game. Oh, she actually kicks you if you get close. Okay. And I wanted to see her other attacks. She has 3 attacks that I know of. She'll kick you if you get close, and she's got the ray. That's the one. I don't know if there's just a low frequency of that or what, but having like a ton of these friggin' things around the map, around the fight the entire time, really would have changed up this fight. I don't know if there's just like a timer where she doesn't use it until the timer runs out. And I don't know if I would make the timer short, no, because you just use it twice in a row. It's probably just a frequency then, just friggin' RNG. No. This is such a cool arena, too! Like I said, this is probably my favorite unique boss added to the game, and... it's just neat stuff. Anyway, that was Splatterhouse 3D. Until next time, everyone.